We got the full cast list for Avengers Doomsday, so let's talk about it. So earlier today, we got a huge live stream showing us the official cast for the upcoming movie Avengers Doomsday, which releases on my birthday, May 1st of 2026. And oh my gosh, the castings in this movie are absolutely insane. I count about 26 main cast members now. I'm sure that the number is bound to grow in the near future. So let's go over the list of all of the actors confirmed to show up for Avengers Doomsday, probably my most anticipated movie of 2026. When the live stream first started, we got Chris Hemsworth's name, and we were speculating that there was going to be some big news on Thor. Eventually, that changed though. When we saw Vanessa Kirby's name appear, that's when we learned that this was going to be a full-on casting call for the movie Avengers Doomsday. And in case you don't remember who Vanessa Kirby is, she's going to be very new to the MCU because she's going to be playing the Invisible Woman, Sue Storm. And the list just keeps on going. We got Anthony Mackie's Captain America, Sebastian Stan's Bucky, Letitia Wright's Black Panther. I was not expecting to see her in this one. This one made me really laugh a lot, where the camera pointed to have a very tiny chair and show that Paul Rudd's Ant-Man will be in this one. Seriously, that was probably one of the best jokes of the entire live stream. One cast member that surprised me a lot seeing this is Wyatt Russell, because I wasn't really expecting to see that character from the Thunderbolts in a movie like this. Honestly though, it does make me happy to hear that he will be in this, because that means the Thunderbolts will be playing a major role in Avengers Doomsday. And right after that one, we got another character that I'm really surprised to see, and apparently we're going to be getting Namor in this movie too. When I already heard that Shuri was going to be in this movie, I was already feeling a little bit nostalgic for Wakanda Forever, but it seems like Wakanda Forever's story is also going to play a role in this movie. And if you don't read the comics, having Sue Storm and Namor in a single movie with one another may lead to the multiverse's destruction if Reed Richards were to see the two hook up with one another. I'm happy to see that Simu Liu is going to be returning as Shang-Chi in this movie. It's been a while since we've seen his character. Florence Pugh's Yelena will be coming back in this movie again, is showing that Thunderbolt characters will be having a major role in this movie. Now, this next casting here was probably the beginning of all the amazing castings we are going to be getting for this movie. And the first one that we got was Kelsey Grammer as Beast. If you don't remember, we actually did see Kelsey Grammer return as Beast at the end of the movie The Marvels, in my opinion, a very underrated Marvel movie. And I was thinking that Marvel wasn't going to go anywhere with this storyline anymore because the Marvels flopped very hard. But now I'm very happy to see that since we're finally going to be continuing off that storyline at the end of the Marvels, where Monica Rambeau is trapped in a different universe with the X-Men. It seems like Louis Pullman's character Sentry is going to be surviving the Thunderbolts because he was part of the casting list for this movie. Danny Ramirez Falcon will be coming back in the new Avengers, as it was implied at the end of Brave New World that he will be part of the new lineup. Joseph Quinn's Johnny Storm will be making his appearance again in this movie too, as it makes sense since the Fantastic Four will have a major role in this movie with Doom being the main villain. And as expected, we're also going to be getting Pedro Pascal too, and it's definitely confirmed we're getting the whole Fantastic Four in this movie. And I also tried looking for Ibn Moscow-Onchi's casting in this, the new thing for the MCU's Fantastic Four. And while he is confirmed for this movie, we even saw his chair in this, it doesn't seem like that he managed to get a screenshot of that chair, so I'm sorry about that. David Harbour's Red Guardian will make his appearance again, and Winston Duke's M'Baku is also gonna return in this movie too, and I'm wondering what this character's been up to since the last time we saw him, because at the end of Wakanda Forever, it's implied he's gonna be taking over Wakanda. Hannah John Kamen will also be playing the Ghost in this movie too, and I find that to be pretty interesting because the Ghost is a formidable Iron Man villain. But the next castings we got here are peak casting after peak casting. It is just so amazing. I couldn't help but freak out each casting we got for these announcements here. Like, for example, we're going to be getting Tom Hiddleston back as Loki again, and oh my gosh, I nearly cried when I heard this announcement. I love Tom Hiddleston's performance as Loki, especially in his own spin-off show, Loki. And last we saw Loki, he basically gave up everything in order to save the multiverse. And I am gonna cry so much if we can finally see the reunion between Chris Hemsworth, Thor, with Loki again, trying to tie the multiverse together. But after Tom Hiddleston's announcement, we got a ton of announcements for some X-Men characters for this movie, like the return of Patrick Stewart as Professor X, Ian McKellen as Magneto, Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler, Rebecca Romijn as Mystique, James Marsden as Cyclops, my favorite X-Man, and Channing Tatum as my boy Gambit. Yeah, we're basically getting the reunion of some more classic X-Men characters, along with some of the newer castings for these characters too, like Channing Tatum's Gambit. And I'm just so happy that this isn't the last time we've seen any of these characters, especially Ian McKellen's Magneto and Channing Tatum's Gambit. But at the very last chair, right next to Pedro Pascal, we got Robert Downey Jr.'s chair, and we even see him walking up to sit in the chair. And yeah, it is just so awesome to see the return of this man once more. I've always loved Robert Downey Jr.'s portrayal as Iron Man, and I cannot wait to see him returning one more time in the next two Avengers movies. I'm sure there were a lot of people noticing that there were so many characters missing from this, like Charlie Cox's Daredevil, Tom Holland's Spider-Man, any of the other Spider-Man like Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds' Deadpool. Like, so many characters are missing from this. But I have a feeling that one, we're either going to be saving those characters for Secret Wars, or two, we're going to be getting more cast members as the movie goes on into its production. These next two Avengers movies are going to be extremely big, guys, so you can definitely expect a lot of big stories in this movie, and I cannot wait to see this on my birthday next year. Marvel, if you're watching this, please send me a ticket for this one. I mean, this movie literally comes out on my birthday, and I would love walking on the red carpet for this on my birthday. And we go down to his tell me what you think of these castings for Avengers Doomsday. Share this video with all your friends. And click that like and follow button, get out of my latest content.